and when you talk about the name Godrej, these are synonymous. So when you think of security, you think of Godrej, and when you think of Godrej, you think of security, right? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
All right. So I think, see, having given the context of what this Secure 4.0 means, it is important for me to highlight to you maybe an illustration of how things are changing and what we have done. So post-COVID, what has happened really is that, just as I am giving you an example, see, BFSI, the Banking Financial Services, is one of our most important customer base, because they are the ones who use vaults, they are the ones who basically use our lockers, safes. So when we looked at this entire thing as to how things are panning out after COVID, one thing which has actually changed radically is the fact that the number of, or the amount of gold loan which is being disbursed by banks has shot up by 25-30% year on year. And what that does is basically there's a lot of gold, lot of jewelry residing in the vaults of these banks, and which runs into crores. And it is not just the value, but say if, for example, if somebody is going to a bank and asking for gold loan, they are actually depositing jewelry which could be belonging to their dadi, to their pardadi. So there is a lot of sentiment attached. So if something goes wrong, the bank may come back and say, hey, okay, fine, this is the value, 2 lakh rupees ka sona tha, jewelry tha, take it. No, I want my jewelry back. And that is where I think it is very important to protect the jewelry. So this is one part of it. Now, if I were to go further, and when we were talking to banks, they told us that there is a guard. I'm sure you would have seen a guard who's, basically securing or trying to secure a bank branch. Now, just imagine a case where, and this is what the security officers of various banks, they told us, that when in case of, a burglary attack, what happens is there will be 4 or 5 guys coming with weapons. Now, it only happens in movies that this guy would actually beat them up and protect the branch. But in real life, this guard would actually run away or get killed or get killed. Or they would tie him up and put him in the corner. So the bank security officials, they gave us a challenge. That can you design something, can you design a safe or a door which can protect itself when there is no human presence? And this is the challenge which they gave us. Can you build a safe which can protect itself? So this was one case, this was one challenge which we got. And then we started working on it. So this is only one example which we worked upon. There's a lot of investment which we made. क्या हो गया भाई? So anyway, without I saying something, you actually have seen a demo. So that, just to explain quickly, in case of an attack, now you can see the safe has intelligence built into it, and it operates on 3 levels of security. So it's an IoT based product, it's a solution whereby in case of an attack, if there is a burglary attack, as you saw and as was highlighted here, the first thing which happens is, the first level is there is a hooter which goes off. So you can imagine the mindset of the burglar who's entering, right? Yeah. So and
hello. Thank you so much. That was incredibly insightful, and it showed a huge journey from the video. And it's safe to say that you are not only manufacturing lockers or tijoris, but also innovative and cutting-edge solutions that protect the lockers today. We are here to talk about something really special, a special campaign called Desh ki Tijori. I would like you to say a few words about how this locker that we were the first to make has not only stayed relevant, has been constantly evolved as a product, is upgraded with latest tech-enabled solutions, but is still Indian at heart. So could you say a couple of lines about that?
Sure, I think it is important to talk about this Desh Ki Tijori campaign which Yashodhara mentioned. So I think Desh Ki Tijori campaign is actually a part of the Secure 4.0. So if you recall what I spoke when I talked about Secure 4.0, it is about creating awareness amongst our customers, going and playing back to them that okay, this is what we've understood, this is what we've developed, this is what is the evolution of the product, and they should know that yes, we have it, and basically helping them to take the right decision, the right buying decision. And that's where what we said, okay, let us look at launching this particular platform called Desh Ki Tijori. And one more thing which I want to tell you here is that when we started thinking about what could be the right campaign for us, we said, okay, let's look around what is the kind of competition. So when I look at the institutional segment, when I look at safes and vaults, and I look at, say, the BFSI or jewelers, the other set of NBFCs, we saw that we are close to 60% of the market. And we are there for last 120 years. When I looked at the home safe, so I am sure that most of you would be storing your gold jewelry, cash at home in your cupboards, or you may have a Godrej locker at home. So when I looked at that particular segment, we said we have an 80% market share. We are the most popular brand when it comes to sales. And that is where we said, okay, we can take this, or call it a tall order or whatever, but we can take this platform of being Desh Ki Tijori, because we are synonymous with sales. And that's where this entire thing of Desh Ki Tijori got evolved, and we're going to talk about it more, right?